Hey, um, you can barely see me because I'm covering my face here, with all this stuff here, which is the topic of this video, which is the security alarm improvisation. And just quickly, I want to mention how annoyed I am because I didn't start the video. I actually started a live stream accidentally, clicked the wrong button on OBS Studio. I was so pissed off. But I'm just tired at this point. So anyways, here's the materials that we alluded to in the previous two videos, mentioning that we wanted to cover the security alarm stuff. And yeah, I'm tired. Let's just get through it, man. Slice of life in real life, IRL. Welcome back to the real lo-fi ASMR. It's like a mixture of 4 different topics combined together. And you know, it's authentic VR paradox, because it's a mixture of real life responsibilities and daily finance and job and relationship stuff mixed in with creating digital creating something that will give me a sense of fulfillment, which it does. And so inside here we have, so here's a problem. Here's a prompt, right? So the alarm's falling off in the storage unit. It's attached to a gate. We have more than one alarm. I'm not going to say exactly how it works. Obviously, that's going to compromise the whole situation if I detail too much about the alarm. But basically, we do have one of the alarms is facing an issue where the adhesive is not keeping the alarm on top, so it falls off out of touch from the sensor. It starts to then ring and then shuts off. And then that happens over the course of, starts to peel off after 2 to 3 days, I'm assuming. So the adhesive is not enough to withstand the force of gravity for the alarm, even though the alarm is really light. And so instead of relying on the adhesive itself, what we're going to do is create a compartment that is bolstered by, there's this little lever from the gate sticking out. So that is just, as a result, that's just structural support from the gate. And that doesn't move, obviously. And so what we're going to do is we're going to place a compartment on there and then attach the alarm to that compartment that is supported by the gate. And so instead of the adhesive providing the stabilizing force, it will be the actual gate, the entire steel gate itself. And so here are the materials that we're going to use. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4 kind of packages, and we're going to go through them one at a time. And so the first thing I'd like to highlight is some of the tape that we're going to need. And everything's falling out. I was really pissed off, actually, just realizing that I started a live stream instead of the video. And I was like, why is the counter in OBS Studio still at 0? All right, so here we have inside here 3 rolls of tape. First one's like clear tape, clear transparent tape. The next one is a easy to tear tape, which is a lie. Bought from dollar store. It's not easy to tear at all. It's very difficult. You still need to like really pull on it or cut it with a pair of scissors. And then there's this third roll here on the right hand side, far right. 1, 2, 3. The transparent on the middle, the left hand side. Oh, it's like easy to rip apparently, which is not. And on the right hand side is this adhesive tape, which is only about 1 centimeter wide. And that is also in between, sandwiched between are these like mounting tabs. Again, if you guys are into, I say again because in the previous recording, which failed, I said, if you're into home decor and stuff like that, you know what I mean. These tabs here for sticking on the wall paintings and stuff like that. You just pull off the sticker here really, and then it's very strong adhesive. Okay, so all this stuff here is adhesive stuff. You can tell that I've packaged all the sticky adhesive stuff inside this clear produce bag from, like Metro or some grocery store when you go by the grocery produce section. And so that's because there are a lot of reasons why I want to get rid of this. I want to cover this video very urgently. It's because, first of all, I can capture this as a work in progress before I actually complete making the actual compartment contraption. It's like a block, which is right here, which we'll get to. But secondly, I absolutely hate carrying this with me. It's so clunky, it's sticky, it adds more weight on my shoulders, which are hurting already. Not quite, but it's gonna start hurting, and it's just not good for me. So overall, we have all these problems. I don't want to carry this thing. It's clunky, it's sticky, it doesn't belong here either. It doesn't belong in this room, doesn't belong in the luggage bag, it belongs in storage. And I want to get rid of this. And so that's one main thing about this video. We also have next to it, so this is the Javix brand Easy Erasers. Usually you use it for cleaning, but what I was looking for, as I mentioned, was like some solid platform to place the security alarm on. And so I've taken these and repurposed them. I just bought it for that purpose, only to use as a structural support. I was thinking, what kind of material has a good firm support, has a resilient shape. It's firm in its shape, but it's also light and compact, because we can't have something too heavy, otherwise it's going to fall off again, because the adhesive and the tape won't be able to keep it on top of the storage door wedge, and so lever or handle, whatever you want to call it. And so this is very light, but it's also got a nice, you press on it, and lateral side, you can see it bounces back. It's got that elasticity to it. Right now I'm using this like bound up shower curtains. Can't showcase that to you now because it's inside a storage unit, and I attached the security alarm to that. But it's not very firm, obviously. It's shower curtains, so it's just tends to flip flop. It's flimsy like a piece of paper. Even if you bundle it over and you fold it, like 8 times. Anyways, we'll use this instead. So we're going to, here's the idea. Okay, there's one last material before. You can tell I'm trying to get through all this because I realize how much, gory detail you can go into this. I don't want to go into too much detail. I'm trying to breeze through everything, but there's a lot of materials that we're going to need. And so here is the Everbuilt from Home Depot or Canadian Tire or Rona, Lowe's, Home, one of those shops there. And these are Zinc braces. So think of the ones you use for drawer cabinets. Again, if you're into home renovation and you're a handyman yourself, you get the idea. These are Zinc braces here, right? Got that L shape right here. And there's a few more inside this little tab here. I bought these only for the structural shape, so that I could use it for the security alarm feature. I knew I would need it, and one of them is already being used for the sensor. We have 3 left of these braces, and so what we'd like to do, is we'd like to let's take out at least 2 of the braces here. This little tab, the brown tab, again, is just for protection, usually for furniture or the studs or door frames, the wall frames. So what we're going to do, you can see there's 2 Javix cleaners here. I have taped them already. It was probably a mistake. Just like on the sidewalk at the storage unit, when you see construction workers spray paint the sidewalk and they're basically marking the measurements, this one's, 3.5 foot, 5 feet, 11, whatever. And I had to make some markings when I was inside a storage unit with a pen, poke a few holes in here, made some cuts, and I taped the whole thing. And I wasn't supposed to tape it, but basically what I'm supposed to do is I take a pair of shears or scissors, and I'm going to cut this block out a little bit, just enough to insert one of these zinc braces, one side through it, just like so. I'm just going for the camera on the inside, and then this juts out by about 1 centimeter. We're going to try to leave the brace sticking out by 1 centimeter. And then what we can do, so there's going to be 2 of them, just going to stick out like a forklift at a warehouse, like this. And then we're going to place a 3rd brace on top. Oh, shut the fuck up. Place a 3rd brace on top, and then we'll have, it jut out. And that will be where we place the alarm. So we're going to have 2 braces supporting a 3rd brace, and then the alarm on top of that. Okay. Once we have that, what we can do is just install it into the door. And we don't know if it's going to work, but hopefully it does. But basically what happens is now from that point on, it won't be adhesive that's supporting the security alarm. It's going to be the actual steel door itself, supporting the brace as well as this compartment and supporting the alarm altogether. So that's what the plan is. And of course, we were working on this at the library. It looks a little sus because this looks like a block of C4. I made a joke about this in the previous video, which probably should not have done, which thankfully it was just a live stream, but unthankfully, unfortunately, means that I was talking to nothing, and none of it was recorded for a fucking 10 minutes or so. And so that's that, and that was really annoying. Anyways, here's this block of C4. It's not C4, it's just a foam. It's just foam, guys. And then we're gonna stick these on top, and again, we're gonna install the alarm, and hopefully with this rigid support frame, the security alarm will actually work because it's no longer bending forwards or bending backwards, or because the shower curtain is like just too, it's like paper, right? So it just tends to fall out of contact too far out of reach for the sensor, and so that's why it's not working. Anyways, so once we're done all this, needless to say, it's very simple. Again, the main reason why I want to cover this is as a work in progress, as well as it's just very annoying to carry with me. I don't want to have this with me all the time. I want to get this done and over with as soon as possible, ASAP, so that I put all this bullshit back inside the storage, and then I don't have to carry this stuff on my bag around my shoulder. So yeah, but anyways, you know, it's kind of weird. Nobody really works on this stuff in the library, but go figure. That's what I was doing, and aside from the project. So we're gonna have all this stuff here. Oh, this is a great picture for the thumbnail, man. Too bad that I wasn't able to capture it like this. But oh, well, if I did it like this, I couldn't start the video, right? And I'd be using both hands. Okay, so what time is this? It's like 11:30. I'll remember that time. Maybe I can get this as a thumbnail. So that's it. Thank you very much for showing up. Why am I being so formal? I always said that I was going to do away with the structure, intro, and stuff like that. But slice of life IRL again. If you guys are into home decor and stuff like that, detail your projects, man. Your home projects. Are you creating a cabinet? What are you doing? Are you installing all security alarms? Did you have to fiddle around with stuff like that? Feel free to leave and share your story. But again, there's more people usually doing stuff than commentating on what they're doing. So I can respect that. There probably won't be very much to say. Anyway, thanks for tuning in. I'm going to pop over to the next one. There is something else I absolutely have to cover before I leave, and that's some sewing equipment, because I want to talk about the bag, and I had to not only do some improvisation for the security alarm that's kind of not working, and then the way intended, but we're also going to cover some sewing equipment in the luggage bag, which I'll showcase here. But anyways, I'll turn the camera down, you can see it. So look forward to that in the next video. But basically down here on the side, there's a sewing equipment and a bag that we have to patch up together. All right, that's it. And I'm tired.